What's up, y'all? What's up? Greetings, welcome, and namaste. This is Jay Jota channel. How are y'all at this time? I'm fine. When making videos, I talk about spirituality, and everybody knows that. Not well. And as of this moment, it's snowing in Maryland, and this is almost the end of a cycle on Earth, a year cycle. If you understand what's going on here, it's the same thing going on out there. Can't really explain it for a lot of people, but you guys find out for yourself when I talk about snowing and the sun as a source of energy, and it's almost like an eyeball too. Everything is like everything, and it is everything. So you'll understand it in your own way too. I wanted to talk about these aliens, right? There's so much to talk about, but right now is about aliens. Aliens are here to help. Most of them are here to help, and some are just watching you and observing, taking notes. And some of them are just curious and they want to mess with you and shit like that. And that's cool, but it's not cool. I have an implant. I have been abducted. I have been in contact with aliens, if you are wondering. And it's not like it's nothing special. It's just like us. If you talk to somebody on the street, it's just like that. You get the formality. I mean, the formality. Like, you both are connected somehow, and you both understand each other, like that. It's not intimate like you think. It's not like that, but it can be. I don't know why it should be, but it can be for other different extraterrestrial civilizations. For me, most of the time, I've been coming into contact with the Greys because they're the ones who are experimenting with humans and cloning and genetically modifying humans. They are the ones behind that. And there are other beings of the Zeta Greys and stuff like that too. You don't really have to know all of this, but you can. But it's not going to do anything. That's why I'm saying you don't need to know. So it's not going to change anything. But I want to discuss this experience I had earlier, and on my bed I was paralyzed, and not physically. Well, I was physically, okay? I was physically paralyzed, but it was like my body was asleep, but I was like energetically paralyzed, like that, energetically paralyzed, like my soul was trapped, and I couldn't move. And you might understand this as sleep paralysis, as you come from the astral planes. Some people remember where they came from, and some people they don't, and they just wake up inside of their bed, and they're paralyzed, and they don't know what the hell to do. So they freak out because they can't move, and once you can't move, you freak out because you're like, oh, I'm able to move, but now I can't. And these are experiments, and these are tests, not a test, but exactly like they're like there are aliens and extraterrestrials, and there are energetic beings that put implants and stuff in you, energetic implants and physical implants, also with. They're measuring your energetic frequencies, they're measuring your energetic status and how you're doing, if your illness is okay, if you're sick, or if you're not, if you're feeling good, if you're physically 100%, or if you're energetically 100%, feeling good, if you have low vibrations, if you have this, that. So they check up on you, and you've made a contract with these beings on a higher level of consciousness before you came into this lifetime. And I talk about past lives, and even there's a next lifetime, a new nice lifetime. And they're all possible, they're all probable, but the ones that you choose is the one that you will choose. You do have, well, let's go back to the aliens, right? I was going to talk about past lives, but let's go back to the aliens. So, with my experience on what happened today, I was asleep and I was paralyzed, and I understood later on, because at that moment where I was paralyzed, I was freaking out and I was trying to lash out on somebody because they did something to me. Then I understood that I did it to myself, and I just agreed upon this, and I was like, wow, so I do have the power to paralyze myself. I did this actually when I was conscious, but unconsciously I was paralyzed because there was an agreement that I made that I wasn't aware of. And so I was paralyzed, and I paralyzed myself on an energetic level, which enabled myself to become still and more relaxed and more vibrant. when you're still, you vibrate faster. If you notice that, if you're still, you vibrate faster. A lot of people meditate. You don't meditate when you walk on or running, do you? Out of breath. Do you run and your heart beating? Is that meditation? I don't think so. So, so it's like they do these things to you, and they're actually helping you out, and they using and upgrading your DNA, and they're upgrading the stuff inside of your brain. They're measuring your brain, how it's doing. They're measuring all this type of stuff. They're doing the heart rate and all this type of stuff. That's why I felt this going on. They actually can snatch out your soul, which is funny, because they have the ability to do that, but you have to agree to do that, and you have to understand that it's for a good reason and not a negative way. You have to understand that these things that they can do, you see, the good people have the power, not the bad people. The bad people, the evildoers, are powerless. Alright, so you guys talking about evil. Evil is weak. Good is powerful. And because they have the advanced technologies, and they actually have a technology that does that, but you have to agree to do that, and they have something with their mind, enables you to put yourself inside of a holographic, what is this? A holographic matrix type of thing. And I know that there are extraterrestrials with the Asani. They go in training, and they train their hybridized children. They train their children to go in these holographic matrices and train. Then how they're going to do on Earth, and how it's going to be like, and what's they're going to be, and what is the test going to be, and you know, the situation and stuff like that. So these are like tests for you, and if you pass the test, you get to go to the next level. I pass the test, I get to go to the next level. And it's too easy for me. It's too easy because I know what to do every time. So it's just like, whatever happens, I know what to do when it happens. Same with everything else. It's synchronistic. You don't need to know this, that, at that moment. But when you need to know it is when you need to know it. That's what I'm trying to tell you. This stuff is amazing. And that's why when you come in contact with aliens, you're going to be scared. You're going to be scared. But if you don't know them, you're still going to be scared. If you know them and you actually have a connection with them, or some sort of agreements that you made just to come in contact with, that is also a contract in your soul, where you actually form an agreement with these beings to come in contact with them in a physical form. Energetically, they do. Energetically, they come in contact with you too. But most of the time, they do it on a mental level, because they're mental beings. And the Greys are they're mental. They're very mental. So that's why they know all this stuff like that. That's why they can do telepathy and maybe mind control, maybe. But it's only an agreement to get you moving in the right direction. I used that one time too, mind control, where you're not actually controlling one's mind, but you actually force them to move in a particular place, in a particular point where they want to go and where you want to put them. I did this to my dog, but I didn't do it harmfully. I did it so she could shut up. And not like it's negative or anything like that. She was barking and she was disturbing me while I was asleep, so I sent a mental thought to her, which is telepathy, and I told her to quiet down, and I said, if you don't do this, if you don't shut up, I'm going to do this to you. And it was only a thought. It was only an idea. It was only an expression. It wasn't real. It wasn't going to happen, because I know that it's not going to happen. I wouldn't do that to my dog. So this is why you can use this to your advantage. I talked about telepathy as a threat, and you can use that as deadly too. So, you know what I'm saying? If you can get someone to jump off a bridge, that is actually deadly. So think about that. Really don't think at all, because you don't need to. So understand that. But these are my experiences later on, and also earlier, where I came in contact with some other beings. I didn't actually get to meet them, but I do have a feeling that I made this agreement, because after that happened, I understood. So there has to be a good reason for that to happen. But thanks guys for watching. Thanks guys for listening to this video. You guys like it. There's gonna be some more videos about whatever. You know what I'm saying? Thanks for watching. Peace.